right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started with this lesson, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha, Rekah, Kodash, Ma'amath. Definitely want to give double honors to the apostles of JMS and their elders. Definitely want to give double honors to my elder, Ahar Wan, Banya Shal of the Lions Den Camp, located in Jacksonville, Florida. Shalom to the men, women, and children that believe in sincerity and the truth. Shalom, and shalom to the Lions Den Camp. All right. I'm Rayala coming at you with another lesson straight out of the Lions Den Camp of Yashala. All right, without further ado, let's get into it, man. All right. So, as most people should know, all right, especially people that's in this truth, civil war is coming. All right, martial law is coming. It's a lot of major things in the midst, all right, that draws near, right? Dealing with prophecy and dealing with what's to come. All right, so this article is from, I had it pulled up, but anyway, it's the symbols at the top. But anyway, all right, so this article reads, it says, fear of election violence. And that's what it says, civil war surge. All right, so this is what the video is on today. All right, it's dealing with the civil war, dealing with the elections. All right, as you all should remember what happened in January 6th, all right, with Trump supporters, what they end up doing, all right, and they're not basically going to lay down this time, all right. They really do love this man, they idolize this man, all right, and they will do whatever it takes to make sure this man wins the election, all right, or if at least not scared to bring violence, all right, to these lands, man. All right, and basically start up civil war. And when civil war starts up, all right, 1 second. All right, so when civil war starts up, man, right, that could stem from this election. All right, that'll end up bringing in martial law as well. All right, and if martial law kicks in, all hell finna break loose in this country, man. All right, civil war kicks off in this country, man. All hell is breaking loose. All right, we have to understand that, we are in the midst of Jacob's trouble, man. We are right here, man. We're in the end times. We're in those last days. All right, and it's a lot of prophecies that's being fulfilled. All right, and this civil war that can stem from this election, all right, from people, the Democrats and the Republicans going against each other. All right. If it gets way too out of hand, it's going to end up bringing in martial law. All right. So let's get into the article. It says, fear of election violence, civil war surge. It says the nation's largest network, right, of survival camps is urging its members to spend election day inside its guarded fences due to growing concerns about political violence and civil war. It says Fortitude Ranch, which has several established and planned off-the-grid pepper resorts, issued its call after pollsters reported surging fears of violence from the losing side in the next month. And that also can come from the Democratic side, man. All right. You know how these devils do, man. All right, it says, so it can come from both sides, basically, is what I'm getting at. All right, it says, surging fears of violence from the losing side in next month's presidential election. Quote, if you are Fortitude Ranch survival community member, they are going to be open on election day. So members who are in areas of high risk of post-election protest violence can take refuge. Fortitude Ranch staff does not consider the likelihood of immediate post-election violence or civil war to be high, but there is a strong likelihood of some violence by the 50% or more of the population that will be very angry with the November 5th results, said the organization of its Collapse Survivor app, Salaki. Matter of fact, let me grab something real quick. I'm keep going. It says the election results are likely to be contested, and there should be weeks of protest and post-election violence. There is no way to predict how violent or widespread this could become, but it could quickly develop and get out of control, right? And the Lord talked about this. Yahweh Shai talked about bringing division, man. All right. You know, I had a conversation today. Well, it wasn't even a conversation. With one of my family members, man, and he is hell bent on voting for Kamala, man. And I'm just have been trying to teach him and tell him, man, he's older than me, that, hey, look, all of these people are wicked, man, no matter what side you're on, right? We're not even supposed to be participating in that mess, man. But anywho, right? But their mindset, man, is so hell bent and stuck on this place surviving, right? And being prosperous from here on out in any kind of way. When the Lord says different, man, that Babylon will be destroyed, that this place will have to sit down in the dust, man, right? And lose everything and and they don't understand that, man. They have the mindset that this place will be okay, that nothing can tear down America, right? But this place will be destroyed, man, right? And it's being brought low as we speak, all right? As the BRICS just had a summit, man, right? And you see, just like Russia said, man, with all them sanctions that America hit them with, Russia said we don't need that, man. We got our own. We'll get our own currency. We gonna do what we got to do, man. We're gonna trade who we need to trade with, right? We're gonna back who we need to back, right? And thus you see the BRICS nation, man, right? And Putin becoming the president over the BRICS, all right? Iran and South Africa, the let the weak say they are strong, right? And now they have a major powerhouse being their president, and that's Putin. Man, Putin don't play, man, right? So back to the article, but just in general, man, it's just the fact that our people really think that this place is never going to be touched, man, never going to be done away with, never going to be brought low, right? But the prophecy of this place is to be destroyed and to be brought low, all right, and to be completely desolate, man, and set on fire, all right. So back at the article, it says, if police are tied up with public protests and gang members and criminals, know this is an ideal time for them to loot. All right. So remember that part. For them to loot. If the post-election violence is bad and looking taste and looting takes off, there is a chance that it could escalate into home invasions and marauding. Let me look that up. It added. Let's see if my phone will work right. Marauding. So like you, 1 sec. Man, this phone's slow as shit, man.
Marauding.
Going about to search of things to steal or people to attack. All right. going about in search of things to steal, right, or people to attack. Right. Civil war, looting. Right. Let me grab a precept. Matter of fact. All right, we're gonna go to second Esdras. Chapter 15. And we're gonna go to we'll start off at 14. All right. But that looting, right? And attacking other people. Right. This is second Esdras 15 and 14. The point is in 16. All right. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. That means everybody on this planet, man, because at the end of the day, it's a lot of destruction coming to the whole world, but the world will not be destroyed completely. All right. Yahweh Shah got to be able to set his kingdom up on the earth, man. So it's, a lot of people think that the whole world's going to be destroyed in that day, but it's not, man. America's going to be destroyed. Babylon, spiritually also known as Egypt and Nineveh, right? This place is going to be completely destroyed. And so is the land of Israel, man. All right. But the land of Israel will be restored and brought back up, man. All right. Thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right. And for anybody that's new to this, Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai is the true name of his only begotten Son. All right. And Bahashem just means in the name. All right. On the name of. So back to it. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Right, it's close, man. Right, the day of destruction is close. Right, World War III. Right, the MOTB. All these things are close, man, and prophecies are being played out right in front of our face. All right, it says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people should stand up and fight against another. Right, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, all right, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right. It says, for there shall be sedition, right? Sedition among men. Let's get that word, man. Sedition. All right. It says conduct or speech, right? Conduct or speech, inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch, right? And who did that on January 6th? All right, so these people will do it again, right? It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. What is that talking about, man? All right, it's talking about civil war. All right, especially in today's time, man. You look at the Republicans and what they did in January 6th, right? They plan on doing the same thing, man, if this man do not get back in office, man. All right. And what's that's gonna bring, right? Civil war, right? And then during the Civil War, it can also bring in like looting, right? People, ransacking each other's houses, going in each other's houses, taking stuff. Even hell, even could be to a point where they're can use the families as hostages, or hold them up in their own homes, man. It could be, it's so much can come from this, man. All right. It says, and invading one another, there shall not regard their kings nor princes, man. All right. It's verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to, right? Because civil war could kick off martial law, right? For the government trying to get things back in order, right? And when that happens, you won't be able to travel like that, right? You won't be able to go to a whole nother city. You won't be able to do anything, man. Right? All hell is finna break loose. It is already breaking loose, all right? It says, verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, right? Because of that pride, man. Right? And you know about the MAG, make America great again. You know how they get down, man. Right? Them some prideful people, man. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, right? Because they want to make sure this man get in office. And same thing with the Democrats, man. All right. Because in their mind, shit, hell, if Republicans do what they did on January 6th, why can't they? All right. So they gonna have that same mindset, man. All right. They gonna go to bat for Kamala, man. You hear me? They gonna go to bat for Trump. All right, man. These are two wings on the same bird, man. It's just pure wicked, right? No matter what side you standing on, but that's why the Lord say He's bringing division, man. Right? Either you gonna be with them or you gonna be with Him. All right. So you choose ye this day, man. And I choose Yahweh Bashim Yahushua personally. I don't care nothing about this government. I don't care nothing about the people who run this goddamn government. Right? All I care about is the elect. Right? First and foremost, I care about Yahweh. Right? Then His only begotten Son, Yahushua. All right, and then the elect, man. And salvation for the elect. And Yahweh Ratazah, part of that number, being part of that the first fruits. Yahweh Ratazah. All right. It says, verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. See, there go that looting. We were just reading about that, right? But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right, but for great tribulation, man. All right, and then it just goes further into the prophecy, about what's going on over there in the Middle East, right? And what's coming, what's the future, basically, right? About the Lord bringing them, gathering them to the valley of Jehoshaphat to cast judgment against them. Man, we are all in those same time. All right, so let me grab another precept before I go back to the article. Salaki. All right, let's go to Luke, New Testament 12. 49. There you go. 12 and 49. Luke 12 and 49, and it reads, right? Because at the end of the day, the Lord never said he came to bring peace upon the earth, man. He came to separate, man, the wicked, he came to separate the righteous from the wicked, right? The wheat from the chaff, man. Right? And he's spiritually doing that to us today. Separating us, man, bringing us out of that Gentile state of mind, man, bringing us back into the remembrance of him and remembrance of who we are, right? Instead of being having that worldly mindset, being stuck on who we gonna vote for, Kamala or Trump, all of it's going to end up bringing destruction to this place, man. Thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushua. 49, Luke 12 and 49. I am come to send fire on the earth. And what will I if it be already kindled? But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straitened till it be accomplished? Suppose ye Salaki. Yeah. So suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? Question mark. Right? I tell you, nay. The Lord said, nay. He ain't come to bring peace on this earth, man. Right? He came to divide, right? To separate his chosen from these wicked devils, man. All right? Spiritually right now, and then physically once he show up, man. All right? It says, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? Question mark. I tell you, nay, but rather division. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. Right? Just thinking about my family members, man. Being divided, man, because they just haven't been woken up by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? And their mindset is stuck on the government of this place and stuck on this system, right? All I can do is hope and pray that they don't take the RFID CHIP, man, right? The MOTB, right? But that's not up to me. All we do is plant the seeds, man. And it's up to the Lord to give it increase. If the Lord ain't dealing with them, he just ain't dealing with them, man. And all my faith, well, I ain't gonna say all my hope, is that he come to the understanding one day, and that he basically get in line, right? Get in line on the right hand side and not on the left hand side. All right. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on the earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division, and that's okay, right? Because it's it's the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua for one, and then for two, we don't want to be we ready to be separated from this wickedness, man. We ready to receive our new bodies, man, and to be made sinless, to be made perfect, man. We tired of this this wickedness, man. Verse 52 for from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father. And then think about that, today dealing with the election, right? Not every household is all Republicans. Not every household is all Democrats, man. Right? And if once all hell break loose, because these people are so hell bent and believe so strongly into this government and into rather, if they're Democrats or rather if they're Republicans. They believe so strongly into that they will go against their own parents, man. And likewise, they'll go against their own children. Right? This is how brainwashed America is, man. People are wicked, man. Like the scripture space, especially for the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? And the speckled bird, the Seminole Indians, right, as well. The speckled bird being Israelites that's born in other nations and may look like other nations, but bear the same spirit as us, right? Stemming from the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. All right. The Lord told us to, honor thy father and thy mother, right? Just because we don't have the same mindset, right, doesn't mean I'm gonna come against you. Even if you are, stuck on the worldly mindset, I'm still love you. I'm just gonna separate myself from you, right? But that don't mean I'm gonna do any harm to you, man, right? Because I still love you and I still, honor you as my father or my mother or my sister, right? Or my cousins, right? But I just know at the end of the day, like, salvation is it's not a lot of people gonna receive that, man. Right? So if your mindset is stuck on America, that's where you're gonna end up being judged at, man. All right? Instead of being saved at. All right. So it says the father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, right? And we could definitely see that going on in the houses during the election, right? And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. All right. So I'm gonna go back to the article. Something beat the shit out of me. All right. So I'm gonna show you how bad this thing can really get, man. All right. Endorsing a coup. 3 in 10 Republicans support patriot violence to save our country. Civil war, baby. The Lord ain't playing, man. When it's spoken, it's gonna happen, man. Period. And we best believe that this place is definitely Babylon, and Babylon got to go through some shit. All right, it just is what it is. Jacob's trouble, right? Dealing with civil war, martial law, But it says a massive. Matter of fact, let me take a screenshot of that. It say a massive new study. Okay, there you go. So like a massive new study finds a large number of Republicans, Trump supporters, and conservatives support violence under the guise of saving the country or ensuring the rightful leader is put in the White House, man. So what it says, they don't mind getting down and dirty or getting violent. Just like January 6th, man. 3 in 10 Republicans, 29%, right? That's a huge number, man. 29% believe true American patriots may have to resort to violence in order to save our country, according to the nonprofit and nonpartisan research organization, PPRI's, right, 2024 American Value Survey. Nearly 1 in 4 MAGA Republicans, 23%, say that if Trump loses the election, he should declare the results invalid and do whatever it takes to ensure, takes to assume office. End quote. The view is also held by nearly 1 on 5, 19% Republicans overall, including those who do not support Trump. Mega Republicans or Republicans, right? Quote, Republicans who view Trump favorably are 3 times as likely as those who hold unfavorable views of Trump to support political violence, 32% versus 11%. So again, man, these people don't care. These people come ransack your house, come snatch you up, right? If you at the I can even see them trying to stop people from voting, right? Especially when they see a bunch of Jakes outside, Jakes out there at the library lined up to vote, right? I can see them doing all kind of stuff, man. I can see people getting, going back to the slave days, man. You know, being strung up on trees, being whipped, being, these people love their country, they love their president, right? And they love their power. They would do whatever it takes, right? They don't mind being violent whatsoever. And if January 6th doesn't prove that, then you are truly blind to this system. All right, period. Back to the argument, more than 1 in 5 Republicans, 22%, agree that, quote, if the 2024 presidential election is compromised by voter fraud, everyday Americans will need to ensure the rightful leader takes office, even if it requires taking violent actions. So again, man, it's going down. This election is going to be wild. But at the same time, damn, this shit about to die. Hold on, let me grab my charger. Shit, yeah, I almost didn't make that bad. What was on 1%, man. Shit. But yeah, boy, look. So I ain't gonna make this video too long. All right. But just to show, I just want to, the Lord put it on my spirit to do a video about this Civil War. Basically, especially after reading these articles, right, and how it shows that these people don't mind getting violent. They don't mind taking it there, all right. But we have to understand, man, that this kingdom is doomed, man, right? Matter of fact, let me grab some. All right, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking. Even though it's not read in this Bible app, but it's Yahweh Shai speaking. All right, it says Mark 3:24, and it reads, "And if a kingdom be divided against itself," right? This place has always been divided, and then within that, these Europeans have been divided, right? The West versus the East, right? Speed it up to today, BRICS versus NATO, America, and the EU, right? If you dumb it down a little bit, now just dealing with America, Babylon itself, right? Republicans and Democrats, man. All right, this place can't stand, man. This place has been divided, and the Lord set it up that way, right? Verse 24 again, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. All right, it says, and if a house be divided against itself, right, the Republican house, the Democratic house, right, these parties, right, and if a house be divided against itself, even dealing with the people at home, right, we just went over that, right, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end, man. Right, and this place has an end. This place has an end, man. Period. Because this place is divided against itself, right? These demons, these wicked ass devils, man, willing to do anything to see their agenda being pushed, all right, or to see their leader in charge, all right. At the end of the day, both sides are wicked, man. All right, but again, be ready for civil war. Be ready for martial law. All right, these prophecies, man, are right in the midst, man, and it's right in our face. All right, so be ready during the time of the election. If I was you, just keep out, right? Make sure you're watching your back, and try not to be out in the open. Try to make sure you somewhat safe and secure with your children, with your family. All right. All right. So I'm gonna leave it there. But again, this message was about civil war. Civil war is in the midst. All right, especially during the times of election. All right, January 6th should be is the testimony of that. All right. And really, the testimony is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, this truth, man. The prophecies. That's the true testament. All right. And the evidence of that, right, is January 6th. Right. People still here today was around January 6th to see how far these people would take it. All right. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to who need to be edifying to. All right. Shalom, man. Shalom to the Lions Den camp. To my elder and to my bishop, Shalom, Shalom. To the elders of GMS and to the apostles and elders of GMS, all right, as well. Shalom, Ahapatah, and DTA to to this place, man. Babylon got to go. All right, Shalom.